So we're here at the Roots Asia Conference in the beautiful city of Chiang Mai in Thailand, and I'm joined here by Dmitry Martynenko, who is Commercial Director at Air Marakanda, who is the operator of the brand new expanded and redeveloped terminal at Samarkand International Airport in Uzbekistan.
Yep.
So Dmitry, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Holly, for having me.
Firstly, congratulations on the new terminal, which opened in March 2022.
Yep.
How has the first 11 months of operations been?
It was very busy. So what we were focusing on the first stage is to make sure that operation-wise everything works smooth. So there was a lot of things, and we really rushed into. It was like a very fast opening. So we're still polishing it in terms of passenger experience, and in terms of we're still getting some equipment to Samarkand. So because of there were some logistics problems because of the whole Russia-Ukraine situation. So but we did very good. So what actually happened? I mean, in terms of market, we managed to commence many new routes that has never been served before to Samarkand. For example, fly Dubai Samarkand route has never been served to or from Samarkand. So they started with 2 frequencies weekly, and they increased up to daily within a couple of months, I think, or something like that.
Fantastic.
Yes, and then Baku with Azal. So they are flying 2 weekly, and they are about to increase to 3 in this summer. And Wizz Air Abu Dhabi, they started operations November last year. So, and it goes pretty good, and we know that there are still opportunities. The market is there, so we're working with other carriers. I mean, we have an international demand, and we now have something to offer. We can fulfill it. So we're trying to promote ourselves on the global stage. 3 months after operating, we received we got in top 10 regional airports of Central Asia within the Skytrax rate.
Fantastic, congratulations.
Yes. So there was also a nice milestone for us. Also, we've held 2 big governmental events in Samarkand. First of all, was the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which took place in September, and then Turkic State Summit, which also took place in Samarkand within, I think it was something like a couple months after that. And it was big event, and it was an honor for us definitely to have these events in Samarkand. So, but with this honor, it was also a big responsibility, and I think we handled it pretty good. We've had, for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, we've had presidents of 12 countries coming to Samarkand, and we overall served 85 flights within 3 days, and those were the wide bodies, the delegations, the press, and
so everything had to run very smoothly.
yes. So lots of things happened, and but there's definitely more to go. It's just the beginning.
So when you say you hosted these events, do you have conference facilities within the airport? Is that what you mean?
Not within the airport, but aside from airport, there's been a great development in city in general. So the city's infrastructure, it's redeveloped. So we have now Samarkand Touristic Center. If you don't know what it is, I highly suggest you to Google it. It's the city inside the city. So it's like a cluster of 8 hotels and a congress center in one place, and they have this beautiful like water channel. They have beautiful Eternal City. They call it Eternal City. That's the place they sort of reconstructed the old city, and it has like every cultural part of Uzbekistan in this one place. They have the markets, they have shops, they have like craft shops, they have restaurants, local cuisine. So this place is very good. And those 8 hotels, they have a different offer for pretty much any kind of tourist that comes to Samarkand. So, and aside of that, there were international brand hotels opened in Samarkand, and I mean, actually, the overall, I mean, you can see the changes with your own eyes when you just on daily basis. So it's going pretty good. Yeah.
Now, when we spoke a year ago, you said the airport would become a destination in its own right, and it would play a cultural and social role within its community. So you spoke about the events that you've hosted, but have you got any in the future that you're planning on hosting?
Oh yes, yes. I know about the UNWTO. UNWTO will take place in Samarkand.
What does that stand for, sorry?
UNWTO. That's the biggest UN tourism summit.
Fantastic.
Yes. So and it's global.
Yeah.
It takes place in different locations, and this year it takes place in Samarkand, which is also a big honor for us, definitely. There are also several other big events like business events that will take place in Samarkand. We'll also, to be honest, that's just a plan in our head. We're aiming to host some global aviation events in the future. Hopefully, the Samarkand will also be a point to host.
Who knows? Maybe.
Yes.
That would definitely help put it on the map.
Oh yes, yes. That's what we're trying
Yeah.
to do. That's what we're aiming to. Yeah. Speaking about the destination, the demand is really big, and just to understand, we have a VVIP charters that has rich and famous people on board, and they go like all over the world on these charter flights within a one trip. And the only location they go to on Central Asia is Samarkand. So, and we have around 7 of them within a year. Definitely not less than that. So, and there's definitely a room for further growth. Also, speaking about destination, there has been a big governmental support for tourism, because government is also helping us a lot to achieve our goals, and those are not only our goals; those are like the big goals for the country overall. And we implemented, I mean, not we, but the government implemented open sky policy for Samarkand Airport. So now we're open for carriers. I mean, the open sky policy is when you don't have to have a bilateral agreement between two countries to fly to international destinations. So it's much more easier for international carriers to actually start flights to Samarkand. There are some permissions that has to be taken from Uzbekistan CAA side, but it's much more easier to start flights to.
So it's kind of like deregulation,
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to go back to what you were talking about with the new routes that you're offering. So the airport only served 5 destinations in 2019, and your route development plan ambitions were to increase this number to 30 by 2030. So what number are you currently at, and are you on track to achieve this, do you think?
It's currently 14.
14. Fantastic.
Yes. And around 6 of them has never been served before from from Samarkand. Those are completely new routes, and we are very happy that it goes this way because it's a big honor for us to actually to promote Samarkand, to engage airlines to fly to Samarkand, and it goes pretty good because we know that there is a market, and we are now just a brief understanding that this year we're planning also upon current confirmed requests from airlines. We already plan to have 50% more passenger traffic than last year. But hopefully there will be more airlines, there will be more destinations, and I mean we know that there will be more. So it's hard to forecast at the moment, but I mean we're now looking at diversification of the market mix in Samarkand. So we're looking at the Middle East, we're looking at Asia, in Korea in particular, Japan, China. Also, we're looking at India, Malaysia, Indonesia, so Southeast Asia generally, and Europe. Hopefully, there will be an opportunity to, but it's not like a short-term thing.
So you would say that diversification is important to route developers as a way of hedging risk and spreading your risk, so to speak.
Yes. You don't put all eggs in all baskets.
Exactly. I like that analogy. So it sounds like there's a huge appetite for travel to Uzbekistan, and also I assume the residents of Uzbekistan have an appetite to travel.
I would say it's not there yet. It's a good thing that it is developing. There is a lot of room to improve on that, but with all the economic measures being taken, that with all the things the positive things that's going on with the Uzbekistan economy, people are becoming more mobile. They start travel more. So we see that, and it's not even internationally. They start to explore their own country. So
it's more inbound traffic at the moment. People that are curious about the country and going off the beaten track, so to speak.
Yes, but there are big opportunities in business field. I mean, in MICE tourism. That's what we and colleagues from the Samarkand Touristic Center, what we're working on jointly.
Yeah. So when we spoke a year ago, we were talking about how the airport was going to set new standards for passenger experience. So I know things may have been delayed slightly, but could you give me a flavour for what the travellers experience at the moment going through your airport?
Actually, we're happy that the service level of passengers in Samarkand Airport is above anything that was before in Samarkand. So it's uncomparable to what had been before in Samarkand. Even in Uzbekistan, we set some standards for Uzbekistan. So Samarkand Airport was the first airport in Uzbekistan that allowed meters to actually enter the airport. So you were not allowed to, only passengers with a boarding pass were allowed to enter the terminal. But we have such a beautiful terminal, so we allowed everyone to
you want everyone to come in.
Yes, to come in. That was the first thing. The second thing is that speaking about the seamless passenger experience, in most CIS countries you have a dedicated customs area which you actually have to go through, and you have to have a screening. But we jointly with the customs of Uzbekistan, customs body of Uzbekistan, we implemented it's more technologically, the passengers get profiled by customs
Via technology?
Yes, it's done remotely. So they use cameras, they use the VHS system to do so. So just in case you don't have anything to declare, you just go out when you arrive. So you just go with the green corridor, and that's it. There are no X-rays on the green corridor.
Oh, so previously there were, even if you didn't have anything to declare?
Yes. So
Oh, wow.
and it's a little bit stressful for the passengers, and now you just go through, and it's the same thing for departure.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go through a dedicated customs area. You just there's a stand, and if you have something to declare, you just fill the documents, and that's it, and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And the next thing we did, we implemented the first. We were the first airport in Uzbekistan who implemented the e-gates, and it's working. It's all set up, working good.
So significant time savings from the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, looking forward to the future, then, what is your business outlook for the airport, and how do you see that going forward?
As I mentioned, we are aiming for to develop our route network to different markets. So we're looking to develop different markets: Middle East, Asia, Southeast Asia, maybe Europe, some CIS countries also. So we have a sort of strategy, and we have a target airlines that we're approaching, and we want to engage to start flights to Samarkand. Also, we are now working on sort of program that engages all the stakeholders to take part in route development, because we are now mostly an inbound destination, and so working closely with all the stakeholders which are interested in inbound traffic to Samarkand. And when I say stakeholders, I mean hotels, I mean restaurants, I mean tourism bodies, and so on and so forth. So people coming to Samarkand, they spend money in like all the amenities, and so it's good for everyone. So like maybe we will see how we can work jointly with all the relevant bodies to improve it, to make tourism more attractive in Samarkand. So those are the main milestones.
Yeah. What would you say the traveller mix is at the moment as a split between business and leisure?
More leisure, and but business is growing. We can see that.
Yeah. But do you have percentages that you can talk about? Or? No. Just anecdotal at the moment. Dmitry, that was my last question. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I very much hope to kind of fly into Uzbekistan and see this fantastic new airport from the sky.
You're always welcome.
Because
Yes.
it looks fantastic with the open book kind of design and the astrological kind of design on top of it.
Oh yeah, I always say that you have to experience it yourself, because I can speak about it hours, I can show pictures, but you will never understand, you will never feel it once. You will feel it only once you actually in Samarkand, because this is the mix of everything. This is the people, this is food, this is new infrastructure, really open-minded people that are very hospitable. So I'm originally not from Uzbekistan, but I became very hospitable person living in Uzbekistan. So I always welcome everyone to come to Uzbekistan and experience it yourself. So you're always welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.